ask 3 service chiefs that served in Kaduna under my watch. One of them is still alive, Farouk Yahya, was chief of army staff. He was GOC in Kaduna. I saw him yesterday at a wedding. You can call him, bring him to this program and ask him what we did. What I will not do, okay, is to pay bandits, give them monthly allowance, or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic. It's nonsense. We are empowering bandits. It's not the government of Kaduna State. It's a national policy driven by the Office of National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting to that, but that is the policy now. Kiss the bandits. That's the new policy. My position has always been the only repentant bandit is a dead one. Let's kill them all. Let's wipe them. Let's bomb them until they are reduced to nothing. And then the 5% that still want to be rehabilitated can be rehabilitated. You do not negotiate from a position of weakness. You don't empower your enemy. You don't give him money to go and buy more sophisticated weapons. That's why the insecurity problem has not gone away and will not go away as long as this policy continues.
If you look,
they can deceive, they can cover up, they can do propaganda, but those that live in Katsina, those that live in Zamfara, those that live in Kaduna, those that live in those states, they know what is happening.
Well, is that the reason why perhaps you think that there's a slowdown in the attack on schools and kidnaps that we've seen in Kaduna? The quiet we've seen in the Benegwari
there is no slowdown. Kaduna, I was governor for 8 years. I was governor of Kaduna State for 8 years. Only 3 schools were attacked in 8 years. Okay? This government has been around for 2 years.
Now people, listen
3
to
schools have been attacked.
Malam Nasir El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, talking about bandits and paying them. And he said that he has never done that in the past 8 years of his governorship. So you see now casting aspersions on Sani Uba, or the security architecture led by General Christopher Musa, who is also from Kaduna State. I mean, people should be able to see between the lines, read between the lines, and look at the optics. This is one major reason why, sadly enough, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, as much as I have so much regard and respect for him, he falls short every time it comes to the election cycle. El-Rufai will find himself running from pillar to post. It was ADC, it was SDP, he's just nowhere now. So when you see a bison out of grass, out of water, you'll expect that the bison will want to hit the trees to bring down the fruits. And that is exactly what is happening in this instance. El-Rufai claims that bandits are being paid, and that when the time comes, he will show evidence. This is a man who was governor for 8 years and said that there are Boko Haram in his government operating. And he didn't mention names. He did not say anything about it. How do you trust such a man? This is the same El-Rufai who said that there are bandits, there are Boko Haram that has infiltrated Goodluck Jonathan's administration. Where are the names? Names have not been mentioned. But I can categorically tell you that the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has said it on this same program, and he said it to me personally too, on our own interview, that the names of those who are financing terrorism in Nigeria are being compiled. There is a procedure, there is a will, and there will always be a way. When we get to a point where the names are mentioned, I would like to ask Malam Nasir El-Rufai, why, as governor, as #1 security officer of Kaduna State, why didn't he name those bandits? Why didn't he name the Boko Haram elements? Only waiting for a time like this, when there is supreme tranquility, when the kinetic and the non-kinetic as you, sir, have referred to, the kinetic and non-kinetic, they must work together. If the non-kinetic to you, sir, means paying the bandits billions of naira, then it is myopic and it is short-sighted. There is what you call consultative forums that the Chief of Defense Staff has set up just about everywhere in Benue State, even in your place, your Kaduna State, where he is from too, to interface with the traditional rulers, to be able to identify who is who and account for who is where. And that's how it works. It's not always about money, Nasir El-Rufai. If you keep thinking this way, you may end up like Bukola Saraki, who has no place to go to but down. A word is enough for the wise. Think out of the box, be more creative, and come up with facts, because Nigerians are not gullible anymore. Nigerians are watching the political scene and seeing everything as it unfolds. So paying bandits billions of naira, where is the proof? Who has the billions to pay when you've not finished paying workers' salaries, when you've not finished buying equipment in the hospitals, and then you're talking about paying bandits? You never did it. Why would you presuppose that this government is doing what you did not do? Its government takes a step ahead, do better things than you did. You cannot be the whole and sole, professor of what should be done and what shouldn't be done. You have done your time, you have done well for Kaduna State, you have better infrastructure today, the education sector is at least slightly okay, even though you did not get the ministerial ticket. For one reason, that the people of Kaduna State felt that you were a religious extremist. You sidelined Sabo completely. There's no development in that place because there are Christians there. While the Muslim-dominated areas have got the best roads, the best electricity, street lighting, everything is okay. Opportunities for them to rise in government was also made possible.
What do you think is the quantum of the Christian population in Kaduna State?
You think they are insignificant?
No. What do you think? No, I ask you. What percentage?
I imagine maybe 30 or 25% of.
They are not up to that. Okay. So if they are not up to that, why should they feel entitled to 50% of positions in the government? Southern Kaduna, the 8 local governments of Southern Kaduna accounted for over 60% of the civil service when I was there. So who is talking about marginalization? But for Southern Kaduna leaders to send a delegation to me after assuming as governor and announcing my cabinet to say that they have been shortchanged because they got only 25% or 30% of the positions because they are used to 50%. And I said, okay, on what basis? On the basis of what? PDP was rigging in Southern Kaduna. They were writing results to overturn the elections of the majority in Northern Kaduna. So they will give you 50%. I didn't rig my election, I won. There are 3 senatorial districts. We made appointments on the basis of equality of senatorial districts. But this is the feeling of entitlement that I faced. And it had to be wiped out. I had to bring everyone down to the level of reality. I'm not going to encourage self-entitlement or using violence to negotiate.
Malam Nasir El-Rufai, how can we build a country that you profess by being such religious divergence? This is a strict question for you, one that I hope that you'll be able to answer in the coming days.